Kate, the Duchess of Cambridge is one of the highest-ranking members of the royal family as the wife of the second in line to the throne. However, as Kate was not born a royal, protocol dictates she follows precise rules on who she must curtsy to unless she is with Prince William. Under the bizarre rules, the Duchess must bend the knees to all princesses of the blood, like Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie, regardless of whether they are actively working members of the royal family. The list's narrator Christine Lee Wog-Dixon said, "When and how people greet Queen Elizabeth is a major part of the etiquette both commoners and the royal family are expected to follow. As such, it's worth nothing Kate is required to curtsy when she greets the Queen. Plus, the Queen is not the only person in the family Kate is required to bend her knees for. Since she married into the royal family, Kate is supposed to curtsy to the female members of the family who are born into it, from Princesses Beatrice and Eugenie all the way down to her own daughter, Princess Charlotte. Harry is pitied. Duke of Sussex in Millennial Row as support implodes. The rules are believed not to be applied strictly when the family is meeting in private. Debrett's editor Wendy Bosberry Scott said last year, "Women of the royal family who marry in like Kate and Meghan gain their titles by marriage and, therefore, are of a lower rank than those born into their titles. When the wives are with their husbands, their status is elevated to reflect the fact that the men are present. As the men have a higher rank than the princesses, they have precedence, and this higher rank is reflected on their wives, so they are then moved ahead." Empty gesture. Meghan and Harry's Sussex titles meaningless without royal family's HRH. The Duchess would however need to curtsy to her eldest son, Prince George, should he ascend to the throne before Kate dies. Kate also curtsies to Princess Anne as the only daughter of Her Majesty. Ms. Lee Wog-Dixon continued, "However, if Kate is in a room with her husband, then William's own elevated status means Kate doesn't have to curtsy to anyone he outranks." It's also worth mentioning Kate is technically required to curtsy to her husband, however, in this day and age this rule is not strictly enforced. The rules dictating who Kate bows to will however change once Prince William becomes king and she takes on the position of Queen Consort. Royal commentator Louisa Marshall said, "Even though Kate did not inherit her royal title by birth, she is still poised to take on one of the highest-ranked positions in the royal family. When William becomes king, Kate will become Queen Consort. When that happens, everyone, including Anne, will have to bow or curtsy to her, except for her husband." The Duchess of Cambridge is set to experience a lot more changes to her status long before William becomes king. Once Prince Charles succeeds the Queen, William is expected to be offered the title of Prince of Wales as the first in line to the throne. Kate would then automatically become HRH the Princess of Wales, as royal etiquette dictates the wives of members of the royal family take on the female version of their husband's titles. Camilla, the Duchess of Cornwall automatically inherited the Princess of Wales title upon her marriage to Prince Charles in 2005 but opted not to use it out of courtesy to the memory of Princess Diana. The Duchess of Cambridge is expected to then become the first member of the royal family to be known as the Princess of Wales since William's mother.